Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Let's see, make sure that everybody, okay, we're official. It's live, there we go. Well, as Barbara's setting up, I'll give you a little introduction. I'm Joshua. This is Barbara Gordon. She's our resident sewing expert. And she's gonna give us a demonstration tutorial on how to make a collage quilt today. While she's setting up, I wanted to take a second. Let me grab this. See, I'm more comfortable right here. I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour while everybody kind of jumps on and she gets prepared. So this is our Clarksville store right here. That's the manager hiding in the back. He's running. You can see we got the 6 needles set up here, guys. The scan and cut. So we carry Brother, Bernina, Janome. We've got Burnett. We've got Elna. We got a ton of brands. We repair all brands, by the way. But anyway, we got a bunch of nice notions over here. So we rearranged our Clarksville store, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick little tour of what we got going on. Still got some XP1s left, by the way. Got the Essence. Of course, we are the Sewing and Vacuum Authority, so we still obviously have all our vacuums over there. Got our nice Janome set up. Check out this for all the quilters, the M7. And then this is my favorite part because we just did it. Well, there's my favorite part, Barbara Gordon. But as you guys can see behind her, we're getting fabric in, you guys. How exciting is that? Check this out. Sorry about the shoddy camera work. Let me turn this around. K Facet's new line. Whew.
Fabulous.
Is that not gorgeous?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. So we got a lot of cool stuff. Good morning, Bev. There's our Bernina set up. We got the Q20. Check that out. You know what's going there, right, everybody? A long arm. All right, let me get this turned around so we can get going because you didn't come to hear me talk. You came to hear that lovely lady talk. So again, Bev Wise, good morning.
Good morning, Bev.
I'm gonna let Barbara have the floor for a moment, but this is the Sewing and Vacuum Authority at the Clarksville location. We've got multiple locations, but today what we're doing is the collage quilt with Barbara Gordon, for those of you just joining in. So the floor is yours, Barbara.
All right. Well, the first thing when you think about a collage quilt, what is a collage quilt? And I'm gonna let Josh be my Vanna White for me today. And so if you would hold this one up.
Yeah.
This is the seahorses. Now you can...
I'm gonna be right in from blocking Barbara, I know, and then I'll bring it back here so you guys can see a little bit.
You can select your own pattern, or you can choose from a pattern that's already been done. There's a designer named Laura Honey that has a lot of already done patterns. But you can be like Josh and draw your own. And Josh, why don't you show him your quilt?
Oh, we're getting into it. All right.
Yeah. Josh.
By the way, Bev, if there's any issues with hearing us, please give us a heads up. That's what I like about this live. When we got friends on board, they can help us out.
Josh drew his own animal. You can do an animal. You can do something like the sewing machine behind us. This is Josh's quilt, and listen, if Josh can do it, anybody can.
Hey, I don't know if you guys heard that, but so I'll tell you this. Let me make sure you guys can see this.
But he did a beautiful job on it. It's the first quilt he ever made, and he just did a gorgeous job. First
and only quilt that I've ever made. I love the process. So for those who have not done a collage quilt, I'll just give you my 2 cents. I love this quilt because it was very hands-on, less sewing, because that's not my strong suit. But I tell you, I loved the Laura Honey designs and some of the other designs, but I just figured, why not draw something? And so I ended up with the wolf and the tree and the moon, and I just thought the process was easy. To be honest with you, other than the binding, which was probably the most difficult part for me, but for you experienced sewers, that's going to be the easy part.
Oh, absolutely. And you can do all kinds of bindings on them too. This particular, the seahorses, has a flange binding on it, which makes it really easy to quilt. And or you can do a piping binding or just plain binding, whatever you prefer to do.
Good morning, Nancy.
So this morning, when we're thinking about what we're going to do, there's all kinds of, like I said, all kinds of patterns available. The tools that you need to work with are you need all kinds of beautiful fabric that you can fussy cut. And for those who don't know what fussy cutting is, that means you take a small pair of scissors and you trim around each piece.
I'm going to turn us around here so that I can actually show them what's on the table here.
Okay.
Make life a little bit easier for everybody.
All right. So, like on this particular piece, I fussy cut some of the parts out of it so that I could use it. And here was a whole piece that I cut the parts out of to use on the quilt.
That owl is so cool.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I used this on the elephant quilt, the elephant collage quilt.
You want me to show that?
Yes, please.
Oh. I have to keep flipping the camera around, guys. Sorry about that.
Bring it up here if you would.
Yeah. My right side up here.
And you can see the eyeball there came out of this piece. So you can take any part of a flower or an animal or whatever piece of fabric you choose and make other parts of the animal. This part came out of it, this came out of this piece. So you can do all kinds of things with it.
I think that's why I loved it, is because there's not really any rules.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, there's
anything
so
you want to do
kind
is
of do
good.
whatever you want, which is,
Right.
and obviously if it turns out like this, then
Now, if you're doing a large piece like this elephant, you need to look at larger pieces of fabric because if you take a small piece like this piece that's got all these little flowers on it, it will take you forever to get enough flowers to go on the elephant.
yeah, I started out small on my wolf, and I said, no, I'm gonna go a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
I wanted to finish it this year.
and so like this piece is a large piece of purple and greens, and this piece is a large piece of different colors. And so when you fussy cut these out and you look at what you're going to do with your own fabric, you want to look at your design that you've selected. You want to look at, if it's an animal like the elephant, you want to think about where the light's coming in at. You want to think about the legs and how they look, because you don't want an elephant or any other kind of animal with legs to have all the same kind.
Right.
You want to put the darker legs in the back and put lighter fabric on the legs in the front so they'll look different. So they won't look like you got four legs walking on top of each other.
Yeah, let me show you guys that again. Good morning, Maria. Let me show that again, because that's art 101, to be honest with you. It's the perception, the depth perception. So what she's talking about there in the legs.
The darker legs are in the back, and the lighter legs are the front legs. So when you think about an animal walking, they're going to walk with one leg on the back side and one on the front.
There'll be a shadow on the back leg.
Yeah. And then as far as the light coming in on the animal or the flower or some sheen or whatever you're putting together, then you want to think about where the light's coming in at. And on this piece, the light was coming in from the back side into this. So all this down in here is darker. And then you also want to think about, like this has ears, you want lighter fabric around the ear so the darker fabric will stand out, or vice versa. So if you make the ears lighter, then you want to put darker fabric around it so they'll stand out. Now on this piece, when I got through with it, I put little rhinestones all over it. You may not can see it on the screen, but
I'll go up close. Bling, bling.
yeah. Of course, I love bling, so. And then after you get your animal made, so.
Good, that's quick. My arms are getting to work out
Oh,
here.
okay.
Let me show you guys the bling that we're talking about. It's awesome. I don't know if you can see that on there. It translates to the camera, but. Morning, Deborah. Glad you found it too.
The other things that you need besides fabric, you need to put Steam-A-Seam 2 on the back of your pieces. So this is Steam-A-Seam 2, and you can buy it in rolls or packs. We do carry it here at the store. And so you need to do the elephant. It took me about 10 yards.
Just so you guys can see it, that's the Steam-A-Seam right there.
Steam 2.
Steam 2, sorry.
Right.
Excuse me.
It's a lighter
Awesome.
backing than the Steam. Then you also need some pressing sheets because you don't want the Steam 2 when the glue comes off of it to come off on your iron or iron board. You also need some Patternies. Once you, it comes in a bolt, and some you can buy in packages sometimes too. But when you buy this stuff, what you're going to do with it is you're going to take your pattern, and like this is a horse.
Yeah, I wanted to get up close so they could see that.
So you're going to transfer this to the Steam 2. And this opens up so it's real light.
Let me get back.
And you can put it over your pattern and draw the pattern on top of the Steam 2.
So it's literally like tracing paper.
Yeah, it's you know, we make patterns out of this kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to do with this, is making a pattern. So we transfer the image onto the Steam 2, and then we fussy cut our fabric and attach it to the Steam 2.
Yeah.
Steam 2 to the Patternies. And so this is an example of where I have taken that same seahorse and attached it to the Steam 2. So I traced the pattern on here, just the outline of it. I didn't need the individual stuff, just the outline. And so I
That's awesome.
made this little seahorse.
I love the seahorses. So just to, not to interrupt you, Barbara, so let me get over here.
Yes.
So when I did mine, because I didn't have a pattern, I literally just drew directly on. I just drew my wolf. I just freehanded it, but you could take any image essentially and draw it on there. But the nice thing is if you've got a pattern, then it makes life a little bit easier. I had to readjust and, you know.
Yeah, and if you have something you want to do, you can always take a coloring book page and take it to a place that blows up things, not blows up literally, but, you know, blows up the pattern.
That makes it larger.
Yeah, that does sound better, doesn't it, Josh? Makes it larger so you can make it whatever size you want.
Mm-hmm.
I know a couple of gals have done that and made them 16 by 20 and did a fleur-de-lis and a peacock. So that worked really great, and they had beautiful pieces of artwork when they got through. And this is an art. It isn't.
I think that's why I like it, is because it's so artsy-fartsy. It's very hands-on, which I love. So just in case you guys couldn't see that. Isn't that awesome? Check out the eye, by the way. Too cool. Let me set this aside.
Right. Now, when you get through putting your fabric on here, you're going to iron it until we're using the Steam 2. Unless you iron it down, you can move the pieces around. So it just peels off and peels back on. Now, once you iron this thing down to these Patternies, then it's set. It's not going anywhere.
Right.
And then what you do then is you take your scissors, or maybe the bigger scissors, and you're going to.
Here, I tell you what. Let me get a little bit closer for them to see here.
You're going to trim out this fabric. You're going to trim it close so that when you put it on your background fabric, then it's going to be trimmed out and you're not going to have any of the white showing.
Right.
Now, if you get the, let me just see right here.
Good morning, Sarah. Now.
So here's.
It's like all of Barbara's friends are showing up this morning. Well, that's not fair. You're friends with everybody.
That's true. But this is another elephant that I've been working on, and so I've got it ready to trim the white away from it and put it on the background. And so whenever you get to this point, then you'd want to select a background fabric, because I usually take my piece, whatever I'm working on, and take it to a fabric store, which we have now here in Colorado.
Hint, hint.
And put it, display it on several pieces so I see which really looks good, goes well with it.
Yeah, which I take back my comment earlier. I said the binding was the hardest part. Picking out the fabric was by far the hardest part.
Yeah, but well, when you do that, you know, you audition the fabric. you're going to know where you like it or not immediately.
Well, when I found it, I was like, that's it. I knew, you know.
Yeah.
But I tried a bunch of them.
So this one's pretty much ready to go.
I'm gonna take that one up close here, just so you guys can see what we got going on. Thanks, Sarah. Now I like you guys too. That's awesome.
Okay, so here is a rooster that I did, and
You need
Vanna, if you can help me there. I did the same thing. I put it on the Patternies. I ironed it down. I cut it out, and then to put it on the background, you take fabric fuse and put a bead around the whole thing and attach it to your fabric. And when you do that, you iron it down. And once you iron it down, it's going to stay on your fabric. And so you're ready to get it quilted, select a backing for it, and so it's just real easy to do. Just a matter of knowing what to do, and just make sure that you use your Teflon pressing sheets or some kind of pressing sheet so that you don't get glue or sting too on your fabric or your iron board or iron. And
yeah, one more from a rookie. I'll give you guys a hint. When you use this fabric fuse, when you're using that and essentially gluing it down, right, for layman's terms, make sure you get it to the edge. Because I had that tree and with a lot of little leaves, and when I quilted it, it wanted to peel it back. So rookie mistake, just make sure you go to the edge, and it doesn't take a lot, right?
I mean, you just take a small bead.
Yeah. So it's not going to get all over your quilt, but make sure you go to the edges, because like I quilted mine myself. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
I'm so proud of Josh. He's just done such a good job.
But honestly, it would have been better if I had gone all the way to the edges.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, and some people do make the mistake of going in about 1/4 of an inch, and you just need to put a smaller bead and go to the edge.
Yeah, that was what I did.
And you can try it out before you actually get started on it. You lay it on your fabric, and then whenever you get ready to put it on there, you just lift it up and go around it as you go, and with the beading, and that way when it sticks to it'll be right where you want it whenever you get through putting off glue on it too.
Right.
So just make sure you have a good pair of fussy cut scissors. You have your fabric fuse,
which you can get right here at the Sewing and Vacuum Authority.
That's right.
You like that?
That's right. So.
So what's next after you cut it out and you put it on?
You put it on the backing, and then it's ready to quilt.
And then it's ready to quilt? Yeah.
Yeah, so you select your backing fabric, and then you get somebody to quilt it for you or do it yourself. It can be done either way. There are long arm quilters all over. And it looks like we're going to be having a long arm quilt here.
I was going to say in the tour earlier, and I'll go around the store one more time for those of you that weren't here at the beginning. And show you, but we do have a long arm that we're setting up, and so sometime in the future we will be doing classes obviously on the long arm. We have a long arm event coming up, but also we can if you take the class, you'll be able to rent the machine out, which is cool, because a lot of people want to do it themselves, but they maybe don't have the space for a long arm or the knowledge, the know-how. So we're going to offer that to you. Another
thing with these collage pieces, there are other uses for them as well. And if you'll get that other seahorse. Now I am putting these seahorses on the shower curtain.
Vanna needs some help.
Yeah, no problem. So these are going to be secured to this shower curtain, and then this one will be joining it, so there'll be 3 on there. And I'm actually going to use this shower curtain in my bathroom. So I just thought this was a really cool way to do the collage.
That's going back to the no rules, I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. And I just think they turn out so cute.
They did. I'll say I'm going to take this one closer because this is probably my favorite eye so far.
Oh, the eyeball.
The eyeball. It's the little details, but look at that. Bev, you said the rooster's your favorite, but check that bad boy out. Woo! Is that not cool?
Another thing, when you're thinking about your fabrics, you need to think about, if you've got an animal, what kind of eyeball you want. And all kinds of fabrics can be cut up to make eyeballs and other pieces of it too. And
well, you have artistic license. I mean,
yeah.
You can do whatever you want. So you could use a circle, you could have a triangle. It doesn't really matter. But I like the way that you used other animal eyes. You know.
Yeah, this animal came off a bird.
Right, but it's just cool looking.
And that eye came off of a flower, that eyeball. And this one came off of a piece of fabric like this. So there's all kinds. Just make sure that you get nice, colorful fabrics like these. There's a little tulip pink. The K-facet fabrics are fabulous.
So where's the eye? Hold on. There you go. So I used that. I think it was a flower. I just thought it was cool.
So, these are nice, colorful fabrics. These are all K-facet flower fabrics here. And I'm so glad we're carrying that line of fabrics. They're just...
yeah, the fabric coming in just started, but right behind Barbara, and again, I'll do another tour for you guys to see it, but the new K-facet stuff is awesome. So
let me show you this one too.
Here, let me bring the camera over there so you don't have to move it.
Whatever you want to do.
I'll come to you.
All right. And those of you who have featherweight machines, this is a featherweight done in a collage, and so it's really cute. It's got the thimbles up here and the spools, and it's got the quilt on the machine being
yeah, I love that.
quilted, and it's got the measuring tapes on the side, and so it's a really cute quilt. And those of you who have featherweights probably would have wanted to do this one. And we're probably going to do a class on this, so if you're interested, let me know, and we'll be glad to get you signed up for it.
Yeah, and that's a perfect segue. But before I get there, Bev just asked, does Sew and Vac sell collage patterns? We do have some, and honestly, because there's so many, we can special order any specific pattern that you would like, Bev. Let me turn this around. And then Patty, good morning, Patty, asked what stores sell fabric. So currently we're at the Clarksville location. So right now for the Sewing and Vacuum Authority, this is the only location that is getting the fabric until technically probably January of next year. That's another exciting announcement. We'll do a whole video on Westport Road.
We'll go ahead and tell them.
Well, okay, so okay, fair enough. So this is the video. So Westport Road, for those of you in Louisville, our location at Westport Road is moving to, well, technically it's almost next door, to a larger space where we are going to have fabric available. We're going to have a classroom, we'll have the long arm, and again, I'll give you another tour so you can kind of see the size and what we're going to be getting at the Westport Road store. We also have a Quilt Quarters location. I'm going to bring this over here. We have a Quilt Quarters location up in Carmel, Indianapolis, that does have fabric currently. In fact, they got a lot of fabric. They've been there for 25 plus years, and they've got 6,000 bolts. So that's a massive quilt store that's a part of the Sewing and Vacuum Authority family. So as you can see, there's still some empty shelves, but we got more stuff coming, which I'm excited about. It is great news, right? Woohoo!
Yeah, it's really exciting.
It is exciting. All right. You guys know how to make a quilt now? Done deal? Easy peasy?
Anybody got any questions they want to ask?
Let me grab the camera so I can see if they do ask any questions. Yeah, and here's the segue that I was talking about. So we are about to start doing classes again. Those of you that have been here for, before and know Barbara and myself or the company know that we've done classes for, 2 years almost now?
Yeah.
But because of COVID, obviously, we've had to stop doing those. But we're going to open that up soon. So those of you that feel comfortable and want to come in and hang out with us, we've got a classroom here. We're going to have one at Westport Road. Our Greenwood store is going to have a classroom. The Carmel Quilt Quarter store already has a classroom. So we're going to start classes really soon. In fact, people are already asking Barbara, bugging Barbara to start them up again. We're also doing virtual classes. And Barbara, is it safe to say that you'll do a one-on-one virtual class upon request?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just reach out to us. That's the easy part. We're easy to get a hold of, and we like to help you guys out, so we'll accommodate. Anything else you want to show them? I think we've covered it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the
Here's
nuts and
you want
bolts
to
of
show a
it.
couple of these patterns?
Yeah.
So if you don't want to draw, I'll let you show which one you want. If you don't want to draw your own pattern,
Get closer with it.
yeah,
right,
let me switch it around here.
Yeah, this is a fox pattern, and this is a sea turtle pattern, and then of course we have the seahorse pattern. These are the only ones I brought with me today, and this is the mini seahorse pattern, so the small one. So there's just
Look at
all
that
kinds of
fox.
patterns.
That's so cute.
Yeah, Josh hasn't seen that one before. He's got to check it out.
Yeah. But again, so if you don't want to do what I did and draw your own pattern, by all means, there's some awesome patterns that you just saw that are out there, and we can get them for you if you don't know where to find them. In fact, we'd love to get them for you. And we are going to be offering this collage quilt class. I don't have a date yet, but if you guys just kind of stay following the Facebook page, and our website, sovacauthority.com. Just join the emailer, because that's where we actually send out all the information about new classes, events, and the move, and all that sort of stuff. So just stay posted, and we'll give you guys all the information.
Well, it's been great having everybody here this morning, and we've had fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you for joining us, everyone. It was nice to see some familiar faces. Love the sewing machine. Marsha, I do too. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, Elizabeth, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Well, when we do the collage quilt class, you can select whatever you want to, as far as what you want to do, but the sewing machine will be part of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the sewing machine is the one we were just talking about here, the featherweight. That is awesome.
It's really cute.
Deborah, I need that fox. Well, come and get it. Barbara will save you one. All right, cool. Well, thank you, Barbara, so much. Everyone, say goodbye to Barbara. I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the store just one more time. This video should be saved on the page, so just in case, you know, if you're not watching it live, you should be able to go back and listen to Barbara's tips and everything. But for now, we'll say goodbye to her. Thank you, Barbara.
Bye-bye.
And then I'll come a little bit closer here. Let me actually flip the camera around here. This is some of the new fabric. Look at these batiks. Woo! I love that stuff. We got our solids in. And again, a lot of empty racks back there, but don't worry. We got that covered. So the K facet line just got in. We've got more coming. We've got Tula Pinks, new line coming. There's some flannel. Now let me give you guys the tour here of the laptop's not for sale. That's mine. Don't try it. Yeah, isn't Barbara awesome, you guys? I couldn't have done that one. I needed some professional help for this video. And check out the new Berninas. The display is wicked cool. And excuse the mess. This is all of our quilts, but we've got the Q20 here. Woo! Check out the long arm coming soon. All right, now let me just run out here real quick and show you guys the store for just a moment. Got the nice aero cabinet up front with the 9450. And this is what I was talking about earlier. For those quilters, look at that bad boy. The Janome M7. And then we got all our Janomes. Got one of those bad boys left. The 6 needle. Scan and cuts. Say hi, James. And then we've got, I think we have 2 XP1s left, you guys. Anybody that's wanting the best machine on the planet, this is the Essence. So, all right, so there's the little tour. It's much better in person, you guys. So come in and see us. A few things that I'll just, since I've got you guys, let me set this down. Since I've got you here, a few things we got coming that's pretty exciting. Like I said about the Westport Road, that's awesome. You've seen the fabric. I even made some notes here. We've got you can pre-order these. They're on order. They're not here yet, but they are coming. We've got the Brother XP2. For those of you, Saranel, Deborah, with the XP1s, you guys, the upgrade is available, which is awesome. And just give me a call. Give Barbara a call. Just reach out to us. We can get that for you. What else we got? There's a new 10 needle coming. That's wicked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the new Brother 10 needle is going to be awesome. There's 2 new scanning cuts. New Disney scanning cut and then the non-Disney version. So those are coming. Let's see, Bernina. Let me grab this again. Bernina's got Elizabeth needs to learn to use her 6 needle. We can help you with that. We got a pro right there. But yeah, so Bernina has a new long arm coming, you guys. There's a new 8 series Bernina coming. There's a new, what else they got? Surgers are coming. There's a ton of stuff coming. So you'll learn more about that this week. So stay tuned for that. Again, virtual classes, we can do those anytime. We're going to put some stuff on our calendar, on our website and everything. But if you guys want one-on-ones, we are willing to have classes for you. We'll be safe if you want to come in and do them. We have a classroom. We wear masks. We'll practice social distancing. Whatever we can do to make you feel comfortable, we'll do. But we'll also do virtual. So just wanted to make sure you guys know what's going on and that we're here to help you and try to still be very active in the community. So I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions, let us know. If not, we're going to sign off. Saranel said she loves you.
I love you too, Saranel.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys for joining us. Have an awesome day. Sewing and Vacuum Authority, Clarksville. There's James again saying what's up. Clarksville location. We've got the Westport location still going. We got Greenwood, and then we've got Quilt Quarters in Carmel. Go to sewvacauthority.com or go to quiltquarters.com for more information. We'll see you guys soon, all right? See how if I turn this off. Bye, guys.